Hello, World of Tank Blitzers. It's a Littlefinger, and it's Friday, February 26th, and it's time for another store review. Not a whole lot new here, so we'll make this as brief as possible. Did want to point out that the Battle Pass is expiring in 2 days, so if you've got any of these upper levels still to complete, make sure you get your missions done. You've got the vault increase in gold size. You've got 50 gold here, and you've got 200 gold here. So a lot of gold sitting up at the upper tiers of the Battle Pass. And just make sure that you come into your vaults and you clean those suckers out as soon as you've got them filled. And the reason I talk about that is because there's an offer here for 250 gold for one level. That's a lot compared to what you're getting in return. So be wise about spending any gold on that. Um, we talked about this last week. This was new in store. We've obviously got the AMX Defender, the 4-shot auto loader added to this Defender collection. One of the things that I failed to mention last week is that for each of these 5 AMX crates that you get down here is a minimum of 500 gold. So you're going to get 2,500 gold if you don't get the tank off of this 2,000 gold, which makes us, a little bit better of a deal. And as I talked about, the the IS-3D was the original Defender. It's my least favorite. Then is the T-28, and then the Mark I Defender. Right now is my favorite Defender of them all. Um, so it's really not a bad deal if you're getting all 3 of these tanks. But if you own one of them, be aware that you're only getting credits in compensation if you already have one. So that lowers, the the ability for you to use this bundle if you already own 1 or 2 of these. And so they're selling them individually. I think 10,000 is fair for the Mark I. It's a great tank. 28 Defenders a little bit high, and definitely high for the IS-3D. This thing should be around 5,000 gold by now. It's just been out for so long. All right, moving on to the 2-of-a-kind K91 and T2020. It's interesting that they're not letting you buy the T2020 by itself. Obviously, the tank came out, had a horrible reputation with virtually no armor for a heavy tank. But I do like the K91, and that might be part of the reason, it's a 3-shot auto loader, that I'm really enjoying the Tier 9 Czechoslovakian T50. I just think auto loaders at Tier 9 seem to work really well and can pump out some good damage. We did see this for a little bit cheaper than 9,000 last year, so not great deals, but if you're looking for a good Tier 9 premium tank, and keep in mind that you wouldn't really use this for tournaments or anything like that because it's a Tier 9, not an 8 or a 10. Great bundle here on the Type 59 and Type 62 if you don't have either of these medium tanks. Slightly different playstyles for each. Type 62 on top here with the dragon camo, fast moving, very accurate gun, certainly a lot of fun to play. The Type 59 is more of a brawling, got a little bit better armor, especially on this rounded turret, but it is a lot slower. So keep those in mind, and if I had to suggest one over the other, the Type 62 here, which is a Tier 7, keep in mind, for 3,000 gold, is a super fun little tank. We start getting into tournament coins. I'm not going to go into that this week, and that rounds out the interesting offers. Moving into the bundles. All right, the AMX Defender containers. Proving my point here from last week. These come back week after week because, yes, I spent 15 bucks last week, got 5 AMX Defender containers, and got nothing in return except for charms. So at least the benefit here is that you can collect charms. It takes 25 charms to guarantee yourself getting the tank. But again, very low drop chance at 5%. Okay. Moving into the resource supply here, we got 10,500 gold for 30 bucks. Works out to be 350 gold per dollar. On top of that, you're throwing in 150 gold boosters, which, as you know, work. You get 10 automatically, and then if you win the battle that you've turned it on, you get extra in the amount of the tier that you were playing. So if you win at tier 8, you're going to get 18. If you lose at tier 8, you're going to get 10. So this really is dependent upon your win rate as to how many gold you're going to get out of that. But you know, it could be anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000. Okay, so this is a good deal here on the large resource supply. So if you were thinking of getting yourself some gold, this is a nice little bundle. You also get 30 days of premium time. Again, this one here is 350 for 10 bucks, plus an additional 60. Still a good deal. Nice little deal there for 10 bucks. But once we start dropping down here, we're only getting 300, so not quite as good of a deal. I'm not going to talk about the battle pass, as you know, time is almost expired, 2 days left, and more containers down here. And that's it for the store, guys. So a really weak offering in stores. So at least we had the new check line come out with update 7.7. Tell me which tanks you are liking on that tank line. Quite honestly, this T50 is my favorite of the new line. So with that, guys, have fun out there, stay safe, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.